Vice President Kamala Harris, now officially the Democratic presidential nominee, gave her acceptance speech last night at the Democratic National Convention. Israel Balderas is the assistant professor of journalism at Elon University. Joins us to talk about that. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you. What was your takeaway from the speech last night? Naturally, America was watching. A huge crowd inside was watching. How do you think she came off?
She had one goal, and her goal was to portray herself as presidential, from what she said to how she looked to how she dressed to the aura of confidence that she exuded last night. She met that goal. What I was looking for, what I was listening for, is what didn't she say? I was also looking to see who is she talking to. She has been the vice president for the last 3.5 years. It's great that she introduced herself to the public. However, she didn't talk a lot about what she has accomplished with President Joe Biden. And so that tells me that they know she's vulnerable when it comes to what she's done in the past 3 years.
There are a lot of polls showing a bounce as far as the convention. It's picked up numbers, including here in North Carolina.
Right.
North Carolina was, I think, seen to be not as much of a battleground. We are now squarely in play. With Governor Cooper being right before her, do you think that was strategic?
Absolutely.
And pushing North Carolina up into a more visible spot?
100%. And if you look at all the speakers from last night, whether it was Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona, these were individuals who represent those toss-up states, those must-win states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. That's the blue wall, certainly in the South, Nevada, Arizona, and North Carolina. 4 weeks, 5 days, what a difference times makes. I don't think North Carolina was in play. Now it is. And my good friends down the street at High Point University, they just released a poll this week indicating that Trump is still ahead by a few points. However, the gubernatorial candidate on the Democratic side, Josh Stein, is leading against Mark Robinson, the lieutenant governor, by huge margins. What that tells me is that North Carolina is a toss-up state, and we're going to see these two presidential candidates quite often over the next 75 days.
What do you think Harris's challenges in the days and weeks leading up to the election? She's had criticism on a lot of different counts. What does she need to do to get out on the campaign trail outside of a friendly audience there and start winning over maybe undecided voters?
Well, not only undecided voters, but I think if you saw the themes last night, it's specifically white male voters in the suburbs, right? Those individuals that say, look, when it comes to pocketbook issues, we're hurting. Prices at the gas station, prices at the grocery store, they're still high. We're seeing high levels of default on credit cards and rent payments. So it's the economy that you and I have sort of talked about for the last 20, 30 years, right? It's going to come down to the economy. And she has to tell the voters that despite what's happened over the last 3.5 years, she has a plan to recover from that downfall. As far as Donald Trump goes, what he's going to say is what already he's tweeted out this morning and last night, and he's going to hammer hard as to what has not happened from the White House and from Joe Biden. He is going to link the vice president with the president, who still remains quite unpopular out in the campaign trail.
We'll be watching too. We appreciate your insight. Thank you so much.
My pleasure as always, Brad. Good to see you.
Hey, some reminders. I want to let you know Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Right now is a good time to check or update your voter registration. Go online to the State Board of Elections website. You can use the voter search tool. All eligible and registered voters can find a sample ballot. Those are available about 50 days before Election Day. You will need a photo ID to vote. If you don't have one, you can get a free ID from your local election office or a free state ID from the DMV.